Hey guys, so today we are continuing the Tinkle Double Double Digest number 6. So we are going to continue from this story, The Bare Truth. So let's start. King Maurice was a proud man. My kingdom has grown vast. I must be one of the greatest kings ever. Hail, mighty king, lord of lords. The king's uncle Baron D did not approve of his nephew's vanity. It's good to be proud of one's achievements, but Maurice is now becoming conceited too. It's a pity I can't spank him like I did when he was a lad. Let me think of another way. One day when he was out hunting, why that man looks exactly like my nephew Maurice, except for that little beard. Ahoy, sir, what brings you here? I am a hunter. I always come here during the season for game. Would you like to try another type of game? You will make it worth your while. Well, I'm game for anything. D took him home and waited for a good opportunity. One day when Maurice went hunting with his soldiers, D accompanied him at a safe distance and followed Maurice. Look alike now without his beard. The hunt went on for several hours towards evening. Let's call it a day, D. I'm going for a swim. Coming? No, I'll stay here. While Maurice was splashing about happily in the water, D quickly called his hunter friend and made him wear royal garments which the king had taken off. The hunter had been prepared for this. Quickly he mounted the royal steed and with an imperial swagger entered the royal tent. You must be refreshed after that swim, sire. Why you look a different man? I am a different man? Ha ha. Meanwhile, the real king was in a foul mood. Dirt? How could my clothes disappear? And where on earth is Uncle D? How could they go away and leave me like this? I'll put them all in dungeon when I get back to the palace. He rushed to the nearest village. Hey you, get me some clothes. Come on, hurry up. Off with you, you tramp. How dare you talk to me like that? I'm the king. King indeed. Throw him into the streets. With both his pride and posterior bruised, Maurice trudged on to the next village. There he narrated his story to an innkeeper. So if you loan me some clothes and a horse, will go back to the palace. You must be either a madman or a cheat. King Maurice and his King Maurice and his retinue just left. They had supper in the neighboring village and stopped here for a drink. The king was puzzled. How can that be? I'm King Maurice. Sure, and I'm Millie the mermaid. The worried king now ran all the way to his palace, but no one would let him in. What cheek! Why should I call Baron D to see a vagabond like you? Please, I beg you. Reluctantly, the guards sent for D, but D's act was not over yet. Who are you? Uncle, I'm your nephew, Morris. Someone pinched my clothes. Please, get my royal robes. If you are the king, how is that no one recognizes you here? It's because I'm not wearing any royal robes and crown. Ah, so you admit that your royal trappings make you look like a king. Yes, of course, there are no doubt about it. Now do you realize that the respect and regard you get is all because of your position? Don't be so vain, dear Morris. The baron took him into the palace, and the king at last wore his clothes. I have learnt a lesson of humility. I'll never forget, Uncle D. So that was the story of the bare truth. Let's go to the next one. Long ago, this is for magnets. This is about the magnets. Long ago, an old shepherd in Crete was tending his flock of sheep when my staff, some strange force in these rocks is pulling it. What he had chanced upon was a rock containing magnetic iron called lodestone. Apart from attracting iron and some other metals, these stones had other particular property: to align themselves in a particular direction. Chinese sailors in the 12th century hung pieces of lodestones on strings from the bows of their boat. The stone always points to the north. It will help us to navigate. But what are magnets? Magnets are certain types of metal or alloys which have the capacity to attract magnetic materials like iron, nickel, etc. Two ends of freely suspended magnet always point to the north and south direction. So they are called the north and south poles. When two magnets are brought together, the north poles repel each other, and so do the south poles. Only the north and south poles attract each other. The magnet will always have these two poles, even if we cut it into pieces. Each piece thus forms a separate magnet. In magnetic materials like iron, the atoms themselves are very tiny magnets. Normally, they are all pointed in different directions, but in a magnet, the atoms point in the same direction. Sprinkle iron fillings around the magnet, and you will see that the fillings arrange themselves in a particular pattern. This pattern shows the lines of force of the magnetic field. It is easy to make a magnet. Just stroke a magnet against a piece of iron in one direction only, and you get a new magnet. But if a magnet is heated, it no longer remains a magnet. This is because the heat disarranges the atoms. The earth also behaves like a huge magnet, and that is why the magnet always points in the north and south direction. This led to the invention of the compass. Compass needle always aligning itself along the Earth's magnetic field. Thus, it can be used to show north and south. In 1820, the Danish scientist Hans Christian Ørsted made a very important discovery. He noticed that a wire carrying an electric current had magnetic field around it. He had discovered Electromagnetism. A wind and wire around a nail and pass an electricity current through it. You will find that magnet. This is called electromagnetism. Electromagnets have many other uses. On hand, they are used in large cranes for moving heavy loads. When the operator wishes to release the load, he simply switches off the current. On the other hand, with the help of the electromagnets, tiny steel splinters can be removed from the eyes. Thus, the magnets and electromagnets have become an integral part of our lives. We find them in electric bells, loudspeakers, telephones, tape recorders, and videos. Okay, so yeah, that's the second story. Let's go to the next one. Shikari Shambhu. It's time I took a holiday. Holiday? I suppose you must be awfully tired doing nothing. Amma, I think Shambhu is right. We all deserve a holiday. You're right. I'm beginning to get bored. We'll start for the hill station in the evening. Stop behaving like an excited schoolboy, Shambhu. Later, your mother was rather upset with me today. Actually, she quite likes you, Shambhu. Soon. Where are you going, Shambhu? For a holiday to the hill station. You're taking a big risk, Shambhu. A man-eater is on the rampage out there. I think we should postpone this trip for your safety. No. Rifle? Where's my rifle? It's on the carrier. Don't waste time, Shambhu. Drive on. Ruined. My holiday is ruined. After a couple of hours. Can't this jeep go any faster? Everyone's overtaking us. I'll go check the engine. Oh, don't worry, ladies. I'll fix it in a moment. So the tiger is seeing Shambhu, and tiger saw Shambhu, and his mother is like, Tiger! Oh, I'll help you. Roar. Snap. Shambhu is safe. Thank you. Who is she? The lady is as brave as Shikari Shambhu. Friends, meet my mother-in-law. Well done, madam. So that's Shikari Shambhu's story. Let's go to the last story. The Missire's luck. One day, Lal Chand, the Missire, was coming home. My home, it's on fire. Let me through. Hold on to him. My entire fortune, 1,000 gold coins, is in there. I'll get it for you, but on one condition. What's that? I'll give you whatever I like and keep the rest for myself. Yes, anything on the money is in the cupboard. He's made it. Give me the coins. Not so fast. Remember our agreement? Here you are then. 4 gold coins for you. I'll keep the rest. But, no buts. The matter's finished. No, it isn't. I'm going to the king. At the king's court, Lal Chand explained the situation. So the agreement was that you would give him whatever you liked. Yes, Maharaj. And that's what I did. No, you didn't. You liked the 999 gold coins. Didn't you now give them to him and take the 4 gold coins? But here you are, 4 gold coins. Lal Chand left the king's court a happy man. So that's it for this story, guys. So I'll see you in the next video of Tinkle Double Double Digest number 6. Bye.